Welcome to the RLI 1v1 All Ireland, sponsored by LTX Academy. I'm Gluzzer and I'm here with the man, the myth, the Clare champion, Redport.
Yup, how are things?
They're going superbly, Redport. I've seen, actually, that's a lie. I did see D-Lynch got the Cork
Yeah,
champion.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
disgraceful.
yeah.
If only I was there
How
to
did that
stop him, man.
happen? Cork, you've let us down.
Where am I where you need me? It's disgraceful, but unlucky, yeah. And we're actually today we're going to be doing the Dublin. We're starting in the lower bracket. Shallow versus what's this kid's name again? Actually, Ripper.
Pow.
How?
Yeah, the unknown man who's taken the ones tournament by storm so far.
Yeah, he's had a good start. He actually beat Shallow in the first series, and I believe he just took Rob Kiernan to 3. Rob Kiernan has secured himself a spot in the Leinster bracket, but he has not got himself that Dublin champion role yet. The winner of this will go on to play Rob Kiernan, with Rob Kiernan having a game advantage, and all still to play for Redport. This is one of the main matches that we'll see today.
Yeah, I think this is going to be. I think these next two games are going to be brilliant. I think this is, new guy coming in, kind of shaking things up. People are a little bit taken aback, and maybe Shallow wasn't ready. Maybe he didn't respect it first time off the bat. But I think this is where it's going to count.
That indeed. These two are both ready to get going, it seems, both in the lobby. And look, one's cast it once before, and it can oftentimes get very high scoring, with especially in tournaments where people are a little bit shaky on defense. So I'm expecting a bit of a high octane gameplay. Talking about high octane, Shallow has switched into one. Gone rid of that Fennec for once, which is a bit of a change of pace. Pow plays the early 50s. Going to try and steal the boost. Going to see if he can recycle possession. This is the first insight we get to see this new man. The triple reset off the crossbar. Redport. Who is this guy?
I have no idea. This is a fiery start from Pow. We'll see if Shallow can make him mess it up a bit, but it's looking like he's got the pressure so far.
Yeah, Shallow has held off good on defense, something he is known for. Added Dublin himself as well, of course. Gonna take it to the ceiling, show off his mechanics. Fakes it once, Pow reads it well. Shallow gonna go for the rebound here. Pow gets another touch, gives possession away. Good cut from Shallow. Pow gets the Euro boost here. Misses the corner boost. This is an opportunity for Shallow. He's gonna control it. Posturing for the flick. Pow, good 50 early challenges. Gonna regain it with the mid boost, bang it up. Shallow gets a read across the net, but Pow with a good boost steal. This is where opportunities are made in ones. Pow with the first touch. Gonna go up in the air, gets the first reset. Can he get the goal? Musty, it goes under. Shallow, and Pow opens the scoring.
Yeah, I mean, Pow has really controlled the boost game straight off the bat and showing that he's ready to be aggressive. And I think he maybe got a little bit lucky there. Maybe Shallow didn't expect what he was doing, but Pow definitely on the offensive so far.
Yeah, 5 shots to 0 so far. Pow opens the scoring, and again, he did win the first matchup. This Pow has got Shallow's number. Shallow goes for the fake underneath him. Pow has a counter attack. Shallow will return for it. Gets the corner boost as well. Pow cannot get the demo, and yeah, another strong start comes out from Pow, but Shallow has finally got his offense up. And that's a long shot. That might just be, and it is.
Yeah.
Shallow has managed to pull him back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Shallow's going to try and use his experience to do as well as he can here. I mean, both really good players. I'm really excited to see how this goes now at 1-1.
Yeah, we've seen, that's what, Shallow still only has 2 shots compared to Pow's 5. We have seen that shot disparity, and Redport, as technically the Clare's one champion yourself, you gotta ask, how does that play into effect? How does the shot discrepancy matter, and playstyle wise?
It doesn't tell you a major amount because Shallow is known as a very defensive ones player, very defensive any game mode player. So you might see a lot more shots coming out from Pow, while the scoreline might still be more level than that.
Yeah, interesting. Shallow is known obviously for his defense, as you said yourself. Very good player on that end of the pitch. However, Pow still has taken the lead. Good pressure comes out from Pow. Shallow off the ceiling, will get the beat out, gets it off the backboard. Control and steal the boost again. Pow has 40. Gets the bump and knock it down. That's not what he wanted here. Bit in an awkward position. Shallow off to the backboard. Pow. Lucky it goes over. Boost still low. Shallow finally building with a pressure for himself. Pow on 0 in the midfield. Pow going to tap it off to the sidewall. Shallow around once. Pow has to get the beat out, which he doesn't. Shallow's off the post, and halfway through, 2-2.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be a good game. I think Shallow's going to be concentrating a little bit more this game. I think he's going to be trying to maybe work off of Pow's offensive mechanics, maybe, now that he can read him a bit better, but we'll see how it goes.
We did especially see in that first minute Pow's mechanical ability. It's, very few can match it in Ireland, probably only Shark, it seems. Yeah, Pow has started off incredibly strong. Both, again, reminder, this is an opportunity for both of them to qualify on behalf of Dublin. Whoever loses this is out and will no longer be in the All-Ireland 1-2-1 tournament. This is this is the biggest game for both these players so far. 50-50 chance. Pow goes for the musty flick. Can't get it. Shallow has an opening net here. Going to take the shot, and Shallow, for the first time this game, takes a lead.
Yeah, I think Shallow knew coming into this that Pow was going to be using a lot of mechanical prowess to try and get where he needs to be, and I think Shallow's just taking it slow. I think that's his game plan, and it might work out for him.
Yeah, Pow has slowed down a bit, as you said yourself. Shallow started off has come out very good, and that's an overcommit from Pow. Shallow given an open net, and another goal comes out for Shallow on red team. He breaks the 1,000 points mark, and 4-2 to Shallow.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit of lapse in concentration over the last minute or two from Pow. Maybe he'll get it back, but seems like Shallow has the composure right now.
Yeah, Shallow, cool as you can be. Has the CRL 2023 Worlds contender. He's been in these high pressure scenarios before. He is one of the players who's played in a lot of very high pressure tournaments. I believe one of the highest, might be the highest land wins in RLI. Shallow, takes it to the ceiling. Doesn't get off it, but Dole have the reset here. Tries to get around Pow. Pow slowly collects the possession. Gonna see if he can get the open net. Shallow's gonna play for the 50. Pow tries to catch him off guard. Shallow unsurprised by that touch, and this is the first bit of open possession we've seen Red Port. Often been a lot of goals coming in now. How do you think Pow needs to kind of break this tension? He's been held to 0 goals for the last 3 minutes.
Yes, I think Pow is going to need to maybe change the game plan a little bit. I think he thought he was going to mechanically overpower Shallow, but it doesn't seem. It seems like it was going to work in the first minute, but since then, not really happening.
Yeah, Shallow again adds a 5th. 20 seconds per goal. How? Gonna need to see something off the kickoff really to give him a better chance. Plays for a clean beat. Shallow goes for the waved out recovery kickoff and takes possession back into his corner, burning the clock. He knows it has it on the side. Goes for a long shot. Pow just can't capitalise off it. Gonna go for the sidewall. Gets a second, but not on target. Boost steal, but an overcommit. Shallow misses the open net, but will put pressure on. Pow taps into his corner. Shallow gets his boost steal. That's a bit of a waste of possession coming out from Pow. Shallow now will reclaim 30 seconds left in this game. Shallow could put it on match point. Pow gonna take it off to the sidewall. Bounces off the ceiling. Reset off one. Shallow reads it well and down the other way again. Pow needs something now more than ever. Shallow slow recovery here. Pow one touch. Gonna play it up here. Look for the bump, I'd say, or the reset. The musty.
Oh, brilliant. Amazing from Pow, really showing off his mechanics here. I don't think Shallow is ready for that. I don't think he thought he was going to get it, but he did, and that's going into the clips channel.
It is. That's going on the TikTok, and Pow needs to go kick off here. Shallow gets the clean win and the boost steal. This is almost mathematically impossible here. Pow can't get the recovery touch, and with the clock being burned, Shallow takes game 1, trying to get the reversal of the last series score, and Pow needs to win the next 2. Shallow one more game, 1 game away from being able to represent Dublin in the All-Ireland.
Yeah, I think Pow got a little bit. I think he got very confident off the bat there, first minute, and Shallow was just kind of feeling him out a little bit. I think he grabbed his composure, which he has earned over the last 5 years of playing in serious competitive tournaments. And I think that's what edged him out over Pau there.
Yeah. How, while a very high ranked player, about 2.1k is what Shallow said, 1400 in ones. He doesn't have that same experience within our lines. A newer member, it seems, hasn't really played in any tournaments so far. And Shallow catches the early 50 and fakes Pau, but Pau recovers off the backboard superbly. Both of them zero boost in the midfield. Pau going for the snipe. Bit of a waste of possession here, but Shallow's touch is poor. It's stranding. Pau puts it out to the corner. Doesn't get the boost, instead turns and it realizes he has the control already. Gonna go for a flick here. Breezy, sorry. Just doesn't get it on target. Shallow. Gonna see if he can turn it in. Pau, another good 50. Shallow. Gonna bring it down the pitch now. Gets the mid boost. Pau is kind of on the backboard here, ready to challenge. Shallow takes it over the net. Pau again reclaims possession. We haven't really seen great opportunities come out so far, Redport. This is, it's been a bit more of a slower paced game, and who do you think that's in benefit of?
I think it's in benefit of Shallow. I think, as we saw at the start of the last game, Pau really wanted to control the boost. I think Shallow made note of that and started to try and do it himself. And now that we see a little bit less boost around the place for Pau, I think the mechanics are getting harder. I think Shallow's got a better handle on the game.
As we say, that Shallow gets his first in game 2, a flick over Pau in an open net slot. Good control here, takes it slower. Lets Pau go for the ball and just overcommits a little bit. Shallow, the simple goal again. We're going to want to see some kickoff strategies. This is what ones is for. Shallow's been playing that wave dash recovery kickoff quite a bit. Goes for it again. Actually, no, he doesn't. Goes for a plain kill, loses it. Going to take boost over ball, see if he can turn it into Pau. Gets the B8 here, playing for the 50. Again, takes a wave dash recovery off of it. Shallow. After the side, well, that is open enough for Pau, but Shallow's recovery is too quick. And we'll get the boost on the respawn. Shallow has more control here. Misses the ball, gives it to Pau, and Pau fakes it!
We don't know if he meant it or not. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Big brain plays.
Miss or fake, a goal is a goal, and Pau in desperate need of him so far this game. It's his opening strike. Shallow caught off a bit. Poor touch gives Pau an opportunity. Pau plays for the wave recovery kick up, doesn't even get the wave dash. Shallow plays boost over ball, but his recoveries are too quick. Pau, zero boost, gives possession over a bit lackadaisically. Pau gonna play for the quick beat out. Shallow wasn't expecting it, takes the 50 however. Pau gonna see if he can just keep on the ball. Goes for a shot, not much power on it. Plays another 50 here. Shallow has not been wasting his boost, conserving it very well. Pau backflips. Shallow gets gifted that one.
Maybe a little bit of nerves for Pau. I think this is crunch time. I think this is where you got to make it happen. Maybe this is the lack of experience we're talking about. Only time will tell.
Yeah, we need to see that experience come in soon, because Pau, 2 minutes and 53 seconds away from being knocked out of the All-Ireland Championship, especially seeing as he beat Shallow in that first series. It might be a bit heartbreaking to lose it now. Shallow plays the 50 into his corner. Pau gonna turn on it, fakes it, gets it over Shallow, gonna go for the bump here. Gets Shallow awkward, but Shallow does really well to keep that one out and gets the boost on the sidewall. Pau, very smart to take the early 50, and Shallow burns a lot of boost. Gonna bring it back to his corner here. Pau gonna get a beat out here. In his corner, this is where Shallow wants the ball. It's pretty safe in a 1v1 environment, and we see why. He gets the save and the counter attack. Pau can't recover in time, and Shallow takes a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I think Shallow is really starting to show his experience and composure here. He knows exactly what Pau wants to do. He only needed the first series and maybe a minute of the first game here to show it, to get a hold on what he's doing, but he seems to have the claws pretty deep in Pau right now.
Yeah, I brought up the shots in previously, and Pau still has twice as many shots as Shallow, but it really doesn't feel like that from a pressure standpoint. Pau gonna fake it under Shallow. Shallow reads it again. Shallow has started to get a little bit better of a read on Pau's mechanics, a little less surprising from the unknown man, and Shallow gets the beat out. It's just wide, and Pau will get the beat out to the ball and the boost. Shallow still on 70 though. There's no worry for him here. Those retreats take mid boost. Pau gonna fake the musty flick. Gonna bring it up here and play for the 50. Oh my god, the plan B from Pau.
Yeah. You know, you said it might not be surprised, but I suppose he hasn't showed us all of his mechanics yet. So a little bit unsurprising there. Shallow didn't see that one coming, and we're back to 2-3.
Yeah, this mechanical play from Pau has been a defining feature of his 1v1 so far this tournament. Pau gonna get the beat out to the boost in the corner. This is an opportunity to equalise. Doesn't get a good read on it. Shall will have a counter attack. Gonna play for the flick here. Pau dodges the bump and does have a bit of time here. Gonna take it. Gonna use it. Gonna take the bang as well. Though that's not what he wanted. Shallow gonna see what he can do with possession. We've been talking a lot about Pau's mechanics here, but Shallow, not exactly a non-mechanical player himself, Redport.
No, definitely. We've always known Shallow for his mechanics, his ability to do the unthinkable, but he will only pull it out when it needs to.
Being very cautious not to overextend this game so far. And as I say that, it's a pass centre. Pau going to capitalise on the stray ball, and 1 minute left on the button, and it's all tied up.
This is where men are made. This is where men are made. We'll see what happens here. Shallow's really had his grips on him. We're expecting him to win this game, but maybe not. Things get shaken up with 1 minute left to go.
How good kickoff comes out from him. This, as you said yourself, this is where men are made. This is where the opportunities are formed. Shallow gets the good clear. Has the boost. Pau does not. Pau gonna need to get the beat out here and dodges the demo so superbly. Shallow forced to retreat again. Mid boost, that might be an overextension. Pau's musty just doesn't reach the distance that it needs. 30 seconds left. No goal has been scored. It seems like we could be in a next goal win scenario, Redport, and looking off this last 30 seconds, who do you think that will be to?
It's hard to know. If Shallow gives Pau the space and the time, just like right now, it might happen. But Shallow just needs to keep it safe, and just what he did.
That could be the dagger. 10 seconds left, 1 goal difference. Pau just overextends on the mechanics. Does what a lot of people do in ones. It's just they overcomplicate it, and Shallow gets the kind of easier save. We need a kickoff strategy here. Maybe a delay, maybe a fake. Pau gonna play for the just pure wave dash recovery kickoffs. Gonna win the boost as well. He doesn't go for it. 6 seconds. Gonna get the flick here off the crossbar. Shallow, actually sorry, gets the touch into the corner, and he fakes it down. Shallow's on 0 boost here. Pau needs to keep it up. Goes well at first. Shallow, still 0 boost. Pau's flick doesn't reach. Off the gutter,
it.
no! Shallow will play Rob Kieran in the final.
Yeah, I think that was an absolutely amazing game from Shallow. Like seeing that he got 2-0 earlier on the bracket by this guy. I think it was a great comeback. Obviously, he made a pretty good call on how Pau is going to play, and it just worked for him. He made it work. Composure.
Yeah, exactly. Shallow looked a lot better that series. Looked like the Shallow we know, and with that, while he hasn't won the Dublin 1v1 champion yet, he has managed to qualify a spot in the All Ireland Leinster bracket. There's a lot of competition in there, both from Dublin with Rob Kiernan and outside with the likes of Shark, Waffle, and Epics. You know, his job's still not finished, Redport.
No, job not finished. Not by a long shot. I mean, even with Pau pulling off the surprise earlier on the bracket against Shallow, he didn't pull it off against Rob Kiernan. Rob Kiernan is the man to beat. And that's going to be a super tough game for Shallow, but we believe in him. We believe it's going to be a good game, and hopefully it turns out to be so.
That we do, and we'll be back after this break. I believe it'll still be me and you, Redport, and yeah, we'll be
Yup.
casting that final of Shallow versus Rob Kiernan, so don't go anywhere. And we are back for the grand final of Dublin 1v1 champion. Rob Kiernan is here to take on Shallow. Shallow just took down Pow in a 2-0 performance and was very, very good from the young man himself. But this matchup, Redport, will be a lot harder for Shallow.
Spicy. Spicy is the only word I can think of when I see this matchup. This matchup has been fabled for years. For years, these guys have been at the top, and I guess we get to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, we'll be going a best of 5 as well this time with a 1 game advantage to Kieran for coming from the upper bracket. And yeah, it'll be a much closer series. That being said, Redport, before we get into the series, I want to talk about LTX Academy, the sponsor of the RL All Ireland 1v1 tournament. And yeah, I mean, give us a bit of insight into the LTX Academy.
I mean, LTX Sam, what a guy. What a guy. I mean, great coach. Great coach. I've gotten a couple of sessions off him myself so far. Highly would recommend. He really knows what he's talking about. He had a lot of experience in Rocket League up until 2020 when he started his coaching career, and he's been doing it since then. He's really come a long way as a coach. So absolutely amazing guy. For any of you guys that are getting frustrated with the game, maybe you're not improving as fast as you think you should be, or making silly mistakes, I would highly recommend going to the exam.
Yeah, he's a very, very good coach, one of the best on Medify, and yeah, his Discord is both, I think, on our Twitter a few times, and will be in the Discord server of RL Ireland, so you make sure to join up there and get your coaching. And as we get in to this final, Kieran again, 1-0 up in the series, Shallow, coming from lower bracket, coming from a good victory, and will open the scoring here as he gets the ball around Kieran with 8 seconds into the game. Kieran already blaming the servers. It may be finished for him. He says, nice server, this can't see anything. This is... Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. He's playing. He's playing.
Yeah, he is playing. He's almost scoring.
Yeah.
Off the kickoff, gets his counter. Gonna get the boost here. A bit of a step up from Pau, also a lot more known within the community. Probably the best player within Ireland now that Simas has gone anyway. And Kieran pulls one back. 25 seconds into this game and 1-1.
Yeah, these guys are going to be really playing on each other's mental. They know how to do it. They know what each other is like, and there's going to be very few mechanics here. I think it's just going to be who is going to flick and what time they're going to flick.
You know what? You're probably not wrong. We're not going to be into as much of a freestyle show as we were in last game. Kieran goes under. Shallow almost gets a wave dash shot in. Shallow's not banging to the backboard here. Can he get the read? Kieran there defensively actually fakes out and going to go for the quick shot. Shallow will be there to cover it. Going to take it into his corner and get the boost with it. Shallow going to play it low. Control it again. Pop it over Kieran. Kieran will have an easy read here. Taps it into his corner. Shallow's going to put pressure here. No, he won't. He's going to give Kieran that space. He's scared to extend here. Again, in ones, the earlier you extend, the more space you give. And it's a very high-scoring game. And yeah, because of that, which is going to be almost an advantage here. I mean, if you can just accept that you're going to concede and keep playing that high-octane gameplay, you might be able to catch your opponent off. Both sides, however, deciding to take that little bit more cautious approach. Kieran bring it into his corner here again. We've seen... You know, we obviously just saw Shallow play Pau, Redport. How do you think that game plan's going to have to change against a guy like Kieran?
I think that Shallow, once he got into the rhythm of it against Pau, he was really able to control the boost game. I think that Kieran is not going to let him do that. So it's going to be up to Shallow to utilize the pads as much as possible and just see if he can try and control it a bit as he scores that.
Yeah, very simple air dribble here comes out from Shallow, fakes the first touch, dodges Kieran with it. Kieran 0 boost, doesn't expect the one extra touch here, and a very good goal from Shallow. It's a low enough scoring game here, 2 minutes in, and only 3 close. 2-1 is the scoreline. Shallow to fake up, Kieran beats it well, and Kieran
I think Kieran is kind of Wondering why Shallow did that. Kieran is no stranger. He'll be able to flick from whatever angle he wants, and I think that might be the last time we see Shallow do that.
Yeah, these kickoff strategies, we didn't really see them utilised last game, and I mean, they're technically utilised there, but they were not utilised well, and Kieran, in the span of 7 seconds, evaporates a 1-goal deficit into a 1-goal lead.
Yeah, just quick turnaround. We're probably going to see it a lot throughout these games. Composure. I keep saying it, but it's all about composure and consistency in here now. So whoever gets that is going to get the dub here.
Yeah, and we saw the start of this game be very close. Kieran has now said no to that. Within 13 seconds, has scored 3 goals, and Shallow's foothold and grip on the game is slowly fading towards Kieran's just quick and efficient goals. Shallow not going to get the beat out here again. Kieran gets the boost as well. Shallow left retreating. Kieran going to go for the bang here. Shallow is 0 boost. He needs to read it. He doesn't. Kieran doesn't have the confidence to go for the double here. Pops it up once. I think he's looking for a bump here. Doesn't get it. Just touches it once. Shallow's boost is forced out of his car, however, and Kieran will put it top right, but Shallow, good defense. We have seen a lot of shots come out from Kieran, 12 to Shallow's 2. There is an efficiency thing here, and Kieran, I don't know where he's going. He goes for back boost, and Shallow says thank you very much and takes the easy goal.
Yeah, I think they're still feeling each other out here. I think they're trying to figure out. I think, like, especially in a best of 5, we're gonna see maybe even the whole first game of them just figuring out where their boundaries lie in terms of what the other person is willing to do to win this game.
Yeah, and that will be an advantage to Kieran as he has the game 1 advantage. He loses this and it's level playing field. However, Shallow loses this and he's on triple match point, and Shallow flips past the ball. Kieran's flick comes out, not enough power on it to catch Shallow away. Shallow gonna go for the ball here. Both low boost. Kieran gets the mid boost over Kieran's turn. Fakes Shallow thinking he has an opportunity to shoot here. Kieran can't get the psycho. Shallow gets around him, but will he have the boost to put it on target? No, he won't. His first touch is too weak, but Kieran won't get back to it in time, and Shallow levels things up.
Yeah, it just seems like, as I said, they're figuring each other out here. Maybe not being as fast in recoveries as they need to be, seeing what the other person is going to do, but anybody's game.
Anybody's game indeed. Again, no goals separate. We've seen both sides take those 1-2 goal advantages, but neither side has really put their strong difference between the two. Shallow's recoveries look good, but they're functionally useless. Gives the ball to Kieran, he can turn it and take the open goal.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to see a little bit of adventures, especially from Shallow there, just seeing if he can outsmart Rob with a bit of sliding mechanics, but didn't work out there. We probably will see less of that as the game goes on.
Shallow really doesn't have a game to lose here. He doesn't want to be putting himself down and out. Now both sides will be relieved of the pressure that they are still through to the next round. However, Kieran and Shallow still playing for that one title in the server. Might be a little bit more utilised by Shallow, but Kieran still wants it all the same. Shallow taking it up, gets the reset, goes under, and a good 50 comes out from Shallow. Another goal, another equaliser.
Great goal by Shallow, really good fake on the reset, used it really well, got Kieran to commit, and that's the first really good brain play I think I've seen in this game.
Yeah, we've seen both sides go for a little bit of those simple mechanic plays, but Shallow understands that Kieran does have a bit of respect for him, and just takes it below. It's very smart from Shallow. Kieran, let's see if he can get the 50. Another example of that intellectual play. Goes for the 50. Can we skip, please, in chat? Kieran's really trying to just get the business done here, and I don't think he wants a game lost. I don't think he realizes how streams work, but you know what? It's unlucky from Kieran, and he does take a goal advantage.
Yeah, you got to play the game. You got to play the game to see how it works. But yeah, we've got Kieran up here. Oh, just as I said it. Oh.
Yeah, very good recovery there. He gets the demo and cool as ice, takes it to his corner. has 100 boost here. Shallow goes for his corner. Gets the good save here. Can he get the bang down the other way? Kieran, good interception and a boost steal and a demo. A really smart play comes out from Rob Kiernan. Really playing for that victory and playing to get it done as soon as possible, it seems. Kiernan with the reset puts it far post and Shallow just can't reach it. 23 seconds left and a 2-goal deficit. It's going to be a hard one for Shallow to come back from.
Yeah, really, I think we've got to see some adventurous plays from Shallow now. Maybe some of the stuff he showed us against Pau when things mattered. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, Kiernan did drop a game to Pau, I believe. So while Pau is out, he did go out in style. Give him a bit of credit where credit's due. He does lose the battle and the war, but he looked good while doing it, and Shallow's going to take it up 5 seconds. He needs to score this, which he won't, and Kiernan puts Shallow on triple match point. Shallow not down, or not out, but certainly down.
Down for sure. Yeah, I think just towards the end of the game there, it was pretty level throughout the whole game, but just coming up to the end of the game there, I think Kiernan really showed him the one's experience that he has. I think they're asking for a server change.
They are indeed. Both sides were complaining about it. Rob Kiernan at first, Shallow obviously at the end. So I guess technically no one had the advantage. So WRLI, and yeah, look, Rocket League sometimes is a bit of a. The service has been so bad recently, Redport.
Thanks for that, Epic. Thanks for that.
Yeah, it's poor, and let's hope this one is better. I saw on the opening page that both of them had 0 ping. Clearly, that is an indicator of the lag that they're going to experience. And yeah, good kickoff needs to come out from Shallow. A good clean win, and can he get around it? He can. 4 seconds in, Kieran leaves. Not playing on that server. Okay.
This man has a vendetta against these servers.
Surely we just go mean at this stage, like. I mean, I swear the servers are located in like Denmark, like Italy. I can't remember. I think Poland actually as well. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get great ping in Ireland, but let's hope that this one comes out better. I think Kiernan should give Shadow a goal here. He probably won't, but he should.
Yeah.
Kiernan does it. That's poor from the young man. Maybe that will come back to bite him. And Shallow gonna turn on the ball quickly. Has control here. Kiernan pushing him a little bit higher up. And take the ball into Shallow's corner. Tries to get it over him. Shallow gets the first clear. Kiernan can't get a touch here. His recovery does land him on the middle boost pad. An early warm-up, early start comes from both these sides. Neither really having a great opportunity. Kiernan trying to use that boost advantage just isn't tremendously effective, and as he takes it back, a bit more of a slower opening here comes out Redport.
Yeah, I think Rob is playing very safe at the start of this game. It seems to have worked out for him there. He got the space that he needed after having the boost advantage, and made it count. Shadow had to go for boost and got out of position.
Yeah, this is a good start for Kiernan. He has kept the ball in Shallow's half this time, and Shallow, while obviously a defensive player, this isn't what he wants against a player like Kiernan. You do want Kiernan and a little bit off, not giving that much space on offense. A first save comes out. Kiernan really trying to use Shallow's boost here, forcing every save out of him. And Shallow going to take it to the corner, tap it over one. Kiernan gets a bump here, gets the boost as well. Shallow remains 0, forced back again. Kiernan going for the bouncer bus shot, not much power on it, and Shallow able to easily deal with it, and he will retreat once more into the back corner. Shallow gonna see if he can bring it up. Or Kiernan, sorry, gets the reset. See if he can get around Shallow. Shallow again, just not tested at all, and that will be a test. Almost in from Kiernan, and Shallow finally gets on the offensive. Redport Shallow, this has been a real struggle from him. What does he need to change going into
I think this is the first time he's had the boost advantage, and it just hasn't, yeah, Caster's curse, I guess.
Maybe he doesn't need to change a thing, it seems. Oh my. He gets the clear down, gets the open net. Simple as you like. Shallow still on the back foot, but Kieran. I feel like Kieran struggled to capitalise on a lot of these opportunities that he's created. Shallow was left, pretty much boostless in net for about 10 minutes straight,
Yeah, I think Shallow. I think Kiernan respects Shallow's defensive prowess. I really do. I think he knows what he's able to do as he's in the net, and I think he's just trying to use the boost advantage. That's what I'm seeing so far. Keep the boost advantage, and you'll eventually be able to wear him out. But Shallow seems to have got one back there without boost, so we don't know.
Yeah, Shallow has kept this game close while he has been at disadvantage mostly with boost and shots. Kieran gonna get a flick up, still has the boost over Shallow, and this is kind of what Kieran's been doing. Shallow gets a counter, but Kieran's boost and his recoveries are too quick for Shallow to capitalise on it, which is allowing Kieran to play a little bit higher up. It's been very good so far, however he has not made those opportunities work yet, and that's a bit of an overextension, and Shallow snipes the open net.
Yeah, bit of a loose control air dribble there from Kieran coming out. I think he's shown to capitalise on those before, but Shallow was in a much better position that time with boost and made a count.
Yeah, Shallow taking the cookie from the cookie jar, manages to find it from halfway. Kieran plays for the boost. Shallow can go for a simple shot here. Going to use that to create time and get a boost. Again, face the challenge. Rob Kieran going for the flick off the crossbar, just can't get it in. Kieran gonna again bring it back. He has still struggled to get something on the board, going 1 for 8 so far. That is both, a sign of Shallow's great defense and Kieran's struggle, and Kieran finally finds the net.
Great shot from Kieran. Great shot from Kieran. Really, that's what he needed. I feel like that's what he's been missing up until now. Really making a count. Shallow has just been on the back foot. Rob Kieran's been focusing on possession, making sure that Shallow isn't getting a chance with boost. But it just worked out for Rob there. He got the really good shot, which he's been missing up until now. Maybe he might start doing that for good.
Yeah, Kieran, you want to see Shallow get a 2 or 3 goal advantage here if you really see any chance of him winning. It's going to be a struggle. He has an opportunity on the counter, just can't find the angle. All bounced up, and Kieran will be able to have it. Still has a lot of boost, but it's using a lot of it just to get halfway. 37 boost now with the tank. Gonna struggle to get much going. I say that, the flick almost finds its way in, and then almost finds its way in off Shallow.
Yeah, big save. We've seen a lot of those type of saves from Shallow. Kieran just getting the flip reset there. Shallow in a poor position without boost. Just the boost game and possession. That's what Rob's using.
Yeah, we're just seeing the simple mechanics he's utilised by Kieran. Like, very basic resets and, flicks, good recoveries. He's not playing as flashy as someone like Pau, and that is almost an advantage in ones. I think, trying to bring it in the air, but he's not extending too much. He's not overcommitting, and yeah, it's working out. Kieran's bang, just can't find the net. Shallow will recover in time, and he keeps the momentum as well to go along with it. Doesn't get the ball, but takes Kieran with him. Gonna be able to recoup here. Touch centre once. Gonna see if he can get a flick here. Postures the ball on his car. Kieran reads it well. Struggles to get much off the touch. Gonna take the boost instead. Kieran forces Shallow into an up position on the backboard. Shallow fakes it. That was an opportunity for Kieran, but he just can't find the net. Shallow. Not a lot of boost. Kieran neither. Kieran steals the boost again. 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds from being Dublin champion for Kieran. The countdown is on. Up from Kieran now. 1, 2. Can it be the dagger? He fakes it under, and Kieran, a 2-goal lead with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, he didn't give away possession. He didn't give away possession easy, and he just kept it, scored the dagger. We've just seen it the whole time now. Robson trying to use his possession, trying to keep possession, and it's worked out for him.
Yeah, a kickoff needs to come out for Shallow. 7 seconds left, and that opportunity has been wasted. Shallow's left the game, and Kieran is your RL Ireland 1's Dublin champion.
Yeah, very good performance from Kieran. really solid, had possession most of the time. Just what we expected, what we expected. But Shallow will get his chance. He's through.
That he is. He'll be playing in Leinster against the likes of, as we brought up earlier, Shallow will stay in, I believe, AO, Waffle, Epics, Panda, and oh, there's one or two more who I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, look, it's hard competition for Rob Kieran going forward, and again, same for Shallow, of course. Both obviously still in this competition. This competition's only just starting. You know, we'll be seeing it a bit over the next 2 weeks, especially with the groups going on. And yeah, I mean, we just saw Rob Kieran come out of Dublin. Who is his biggest challenge within the the province? Actually, I forgot Shark, but yeah,
Yeah, big Shark. Shark is definitely always a wild card in any game mode. Shark can come on and have a really good day. He can come on and have a bad day. But he can take down anyone as long as he's in the right mindset. So that could be a tough one for Rob. Um, Probably the toughest he'll face besides Shallow. So yeah, looking for a spicy provincial series.
yeah, Leinster is very interesting. Obviously, all the provinces are, but it's one which a lot of people are going to be keeping their eye on. And yeah, as we come to a close here, again, we want to thank LTX Sam once more for sponsoring Ireland's All Ireland 1v1 tournament. Again, you will be able to find his Discord link in our server, and I believe on our Twitter as well, and most of our socials that have the announcements about our 1v1 tournament. So yeah, thanks again to LTX Sam. Thanks to Redport for casting, Rory behind the scenes, and all our competitors of every county that played today.
And we'd also like to thank BSG for sponsoring our six mans, our monthly six mans. For anyone who hasn't done that, you need to get in. You need to get in. Get in for some six mans, get in for some LTX Sam training, get in for some Rocket League Ireland tournaments. It's great.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And again, thanks to all you at home watching. That's been us. See ya.